Queen of Tears was my first ever K-drama, and oh boy, it was worth it. I'd happily rate it 10 out of 10 despite its imperfections. Yes, it made me laugh, it made me smile, but most importantly, it made me cry. So here's the thing. K-dramas have always been on my radar, but honestly I never really got into them. I tried one a few years ago, found it pathetic and dropped it. Last year a friend recommended Queen of Tears. I gave it a shot, but again I stopped after the first episode. And then, in March this year, I thought, okay, let's try again. And boom, this show ended up becoming one of my most favorite shows of all time. So what's it about? It's the story of Hae-in and Hyun-yu. They fall in love, get married, and on the surface it looks perfect. But cracks begin to show. It's been 3 years since their marriage and they don't even look each other in the eye anymore. Things get so bad that Hyun-yu even wants to divorce her. But then he discovers that Hae-in has cancer and may only have a few months to live. Now here's the twist. Hyun-yu, along with his friend, makes a plan to fake loving her deeply so that she transfers her property to his name. But as we all know, things don't go as planned and the two end up rediscovering their love. It's labeled a rom-com, but let me tell you, this is the most emotional show I have ever watched. The first few episodes flirt with comedy, but soon it becomes a full-blown emotional roller coaster. So these are the things that made me fall in love with this show. Number 1 is performances and casting. The casting was on point. Every actor fit perfectly, though sometimes it did feel a little over the top, but it's fine. Kim Ji-won as Hae-in and Kim So-hyun as Hyun-yu, absolutely terrific. Their emotional performances, especially during crying scenes, were just flawless. They felt like a real couple, and honestly I was waiting for the kiss scenes like a crazy fan because every time they kissed, it was pure serotonin. Even the villain, played by Park Sung-hoon, was convincing, even if he felt like a typical villain at times. Number 2 is music. The OST, oh my god, do I even need to explain? Beautiful, moving, addictive. I've added most of the songs to my playlist. At first, I found the musical storytelling a little over the top, but later I loved it. It reminded me of how Bollywood uses songs to elevate emotions. My favorite track, Tell Me It's Not a Dream, goosebumps every single time. And the third thing is cinematography. One of the most beautifully shot shows I've ever seen. It didn't feel like a drama, it felt like a high-budget film stretched across episodes. And number 4 is character development. And this is what separates Queen of Tears from average shows. The characters aren't just there to push the plot, they feel human. Even the side characters had depth, their own arcs and their own little stories. I disliked many of them at first, but by the end I had fallen in love with almost every single one. I even sympathized with the villain. That's how layered it was. And the last thing is emotional impact. And I think this is the most important point. That's why I loved this show so much. It was beautiful, it was cute, it was heartbreaking. It's been months since I finished it and I'm still grieving. Yes, I'm that emotional when it comes to shows like this. But no show is perfect, right? Here are a few things to keep in mind. The first few episodes are just good, not great. The story unfolds gradually, but around episode 6 or 7, oh boy, it hooks you. And then there's no stopping at all. Since I'm new to Korean content, some things felt foreign, like the exaggerated expressions during comedy scenes. At first I found them cringy, but later I got used to it. Yes, it has cliches and tropes, especially in the second half. But by that time, you're so invested that you don't care. So I don't know if it's a downside or not. And as an Indian viewer, I struggled to recognize some characters at the beginning. The faces felt too similar. But once I settled in, I was fully invested. So yeah, even with these little hiccups, Queen of Tears completely stole my heart. If you're new to K-dramas, this is the one I'd recommend starting with. And if a show like this, despite being a little foreign to me, can touch my heart this deeply, I think that says everything. So that's my review, Queen of Tears, 10 out of 10, an unforgettable emotional experience. That's it for the video guys. This was my first K-drama review and trust me, it won't be the last. If you have watched Queen of Tears, let me know in the comments, did it make you cry too or was it just me? And hey, if you've got recommendations for what I should watch next, drop them below. Wrapping up, Ritik.
어디서부터 어디까지 더 말할까